All right, keeping a close eye on Laura, which is just hours away from making landfall in southwestern Louisiana. You can clearly see just how classic this hurricane looks as it approaches the Louisiana coast. Very well-defined eye and also a large ring of thunderstorms around there that we call the central dense overcast. Very symmetrical. Looks like a big truck tire headed right towards the coast of Louisiana and Texas. And you can see it's been wobbling a little bit. So we're likely going to see a few more of these wobbles as it approaches the coast. And if you'll notice in the last few frames, the eye doesn't look quite as round as it did before. So I do think what's happening is it's probably getting ready to undergo an eye wall replacement cycle, which is something that's very typical of these systems when they get really strong. It may be trying to, its old eye may be decaying and a new one trying to develop, but it's in that process. Sometimes you'll get a little weakening when that happens, but I have noticed that in the very southern part of the eye wall is starting to erode away. So you see a very solid northern eye wall, but the southern portion appears to be breaking up some, so that may be in that process. But you can see there it is, making its way towards the Louisiana coast. Winds as of the last advisory at 10 o'clock of 150, moving to the north-northwest at 15. This thing's going to produce a significant storm surge across portions of Cameron Parish, Vermilion, Calcasieu Parish, where Lake Charles is located. That's where we could be looking at a storm surge here, upwards of 20 feet. That's going to go upwards of 30 to 40 miles inland. Very, very bad situation for those folks. Anyone that did not evacuate that lives south of Interstate 10, I'm really praying for them tonight because it looks like it's going to be a bad, bad situation there as far as the storm surge is concerned. Now, the storm's going to move inland overnight, move up into central Louisiana by tomorrow morning, and then by late tomorrow morning up near I-20, possibly still as a hurricane. So Shreveport, Monroe, and then getting into Arkansas as we go into Thursday afternoon, Thursday night. So by this time tomorrow night, it's going to be up around Little Rock, likely producing tropical storm force winds and a threat for tornadoes, and also lots of heavy rainfall as well. But we're going to be watching the northern Gulf Coast tonight, but our weather is quiet here. We had some storms this afternoon. We're going to see the same thing again here for tomorrow. Very typical rainy season pattern returning to southwest Florida. Winds calm both at Page Field and RSW. Winds around 80 degrees, temperatures around 80 degrees, I should say. And it looks like those temperatures around 79 down towards Naples. Partly cloudy in the morning, mid to upper 70s. Highs tomorrow afternoon, once again reaching the low to mid 90s. Heat index topping 100 to 105 here before the storms arrive. Easterly flow continues. You can see we still have a couple of lingering showers out there, but for the most part, we started to dry out. And of course, as we eventually say goodbye to Laura as it moves inland and begins weakening, we are going to continue with our summer-like pattern here in southwest Florida with dry conditions in the morning, scattered thunderstorms developing during the afternoon. Same thing coming up on Friday. We're going to see those afternoon storms. And then as we go into the weekend, more isolated storms, and the winds are going to shift to more southwesterly, and that should focus any storms popping up across the afternoon during the afternoon, mainly across inland areas. So mostly clear tonight, 78 your overnight low, and then tomorrow 93. Scattered afternoon and evening showers and storms, very similar to what we've been seeing the past few days. Inman Marine forecast, a few PM storms, seas 2 to 4 feet. South winds at about 5 to 10 knots. Here's your 7-day forecast, and again, we'll have afternoon storm chances into Friday. Isolated storms likely focused inland on Saturday and Sunday, and then more PM storm chances for early next week. Patrick?